opportunity for his squad. The Big 12, known for their strong defense and their wide-open offense, he expects his guys to be upset-minded today. One play at a time, do your job, and who knows what can happen. We'll keep you posted on how things are vibing down here on the field here in this big matchup. Guys?
Ollie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Cyclones ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Martin back to pass. Finds his tight end. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He breaks a tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. On the move. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to get it through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Send the tight end in motion. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
On target over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Cyclones have this offense rolling. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Here's a heat. And they got it.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
To the air on 2nd down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Martin will throw it. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going and making the big turnover.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Martin back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And his throw is incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Martin will throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll try to get him on the fake. He's not even going to come close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Rayner. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Martin back to pass. Makes the grab. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. There he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. He got a step and just dusted the field. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy, breezy.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Grainer. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just the little nuances of playing quarterback. When to use a little bit of touch, when to rifle it in there. He tries to rifle it in there and just doesn't match up the timing with the wide receiver.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Greenlaw. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
It's a draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, and then you can go make big plays.
The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Ready. To the air. It's Rainer. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the lone back. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Right back to the well. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He might want another play. Martin will throw it. Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the tight end. Finding open areas. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete in the middle. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
and it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to him. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. What a grab with one hand. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That is such an unbelievable play by the wide receiver. He did so many things great on that one. First, what about the catch? One-handed, somehow was able to keep his balance and then get upfield to go get more yards after the catch. You simply cannot do it any better, and that's why he's one of the biggest weapons this offense has.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Back to throw, it's Rayner. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
On third down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
Leaves it with the back. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy, though. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Martin back to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play.
And they got him for a safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
Rams him with the stiff arm. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got enough for the first. Ripping through the defense. All by himself down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Fresno State. They take the lead with the 6.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Snap it to the back. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it, but he comes right back and stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snagged on the outside. It's McClain. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
On target. Runs through, headed to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Rayner. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
214 close.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Grainer. This time it's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Cyclones come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolute shank. Missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
Well, the kicker's 0 for 3 right now in this football game, and we're going to find out just how mentally tough he is. We've got some football still to be played. They're going to need him, but he needs to get right in his mind. He's got to find somehow, some way to get his confidence back.
Here's the handoff. Could be an alley. Inside the 40. The 30. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Look out, he's got room. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open on the left. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out off to start the drive. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got some room to run, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cyclones!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. On the move. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Got his man at the 40. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Makes the catch. It's McClain. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Martin will throw it. It's caught. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called by the defense, 2:09 remaining on the clock.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The official says no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Looking downfield, it's Rayner. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.